not see that one coming. Crap. Get a stick, get a stick, get a stick. Hey guys, so today we're going to be going over the top 4 knots that I use while fishing, whether spin fishing or live bait fishing or fly fishing. These are definitely 4 knots that I like to use. They work for me. So I hope you guys can learn a lot. Leave any comments if you have any. You might not agree with them. That's cool. Keep it to yourself. Or throw in a knot you think maybe I should think about learning, and I'll take a look at it. I'm always open to suggestions. I know that I'm not always the best one, and I know I don't always use the best knots, but these are the ones that I like to use, so I hope you guys find it useful. So I always take my thicker line in my left hand and my thinner line in the right hand. So you'll take the thicker line and you'll fold it on itself. Just a simple little time like that. And then you take the smaller one through there. So now you have all 3 tag ends on this side. You take the tag end and you swing it around about 8 times. Now you have it all right here. Then you take this tag end, you run it back through. Now you have the tag end on this side, and then the tag end on this side. And then you start to pull all pieces, and as you notice, the knot will get smaller and smaller till you can finally tighten her down. Now that knot is there and good to go. You just come in with your scissors, cut the one end, and then you come in with your scissors and cut the other end, and there you have a good line-to-line knot. So now this is similar to the basic fishing knot. So you take your line, you put it through the eye of the hook, and you pull it back so you have it like that. And then you take it and you twist it on itself so you pretty much run out about at least 6 to 8 times. Then you run it through that hole right there. So now it's through the hole. And so now that it is through the hole, like so, you actually take it and you put it back through the hole that you just created. You now pull on the hook, the main line, and the tag end with your teeth all at the same time to apply pressure. And then what you want to do is, normally I would bite on this end, and you pull on all 3. In this case I would use pliers, and the knot slips down on itself, and there you go. Then you take your pliers, clip off the tag end, and voila, improved clench knot. So you take your line, you put a loop in it. You take your hook, put it through like that, and then you run it through. So now it's looking something like that. Then you take it and you run it once around this side, twice around this side, 3 times if it's thinner line. You then go back through the original hole and pull tight on the tag end, which didn't really show up well here. And then you go ahead and you pull it tight like that and just kind of cinch it down on itself. Take your pliers again and boom. Now once you clip the tag end here, your hook has all this space to move around. Take it like this and you wrap it on yourself. Then you take the spare line and you run it in front, and then you put it behind. So now you have 2 loops like so. Then you take the tag end and you run it in between. So now the tag end is on this side and it is between the 2 loops. So you come in from behind and you grab the inner loop, and then what you do is you slowly start pulling that one through, and it pulls out like that. And then I will usually take my pliers and I will pull it tight until it is completely out. And you clip the tag end. Now that one is all good. Now what these are good for is for when you have another leader, you can actually slip it over another loop, bring the tag end, put it through that one, so you pull it out, slide these 2 over, boom, now you just have a new leader and you didn't really have to make any other knots. And for future, when this leader gets too short, you just either clip at the knot or you slide back over, slide out what's left, slide it on, and then make a new one and slide it back on. Simple as that. Now just remember, the most important knot is the one that you know how to tie. Doesn't have to be fancy, doesn't have to be the one that the pros use or the one that, you know, all your buddies say you have to use. When it comes down to it, it's the knot that you know how to tie, and it's the knot that's going to keep a fish on the hook. Because you can't get anywhere, you can't catch a fish if you don't know how to keep your hook on the end of your line. Whoa, I know, my beard's gone. Had to shave it. Anyway, it's besides the point. Last thing I want to say, make sure that your knot is tight. If you question your knot at all, if it seems to slip just a little bit, I guarantee you it's going to take less time for you to cut it and retie it the correct way than it would be to always remember that fish that got away. Takes a couple seconds to retie, but when you lose that fish because you didn't retie because you thought your knot was good, or you said, it'll hold, you'll regret that for a lot longer. Trust me. Thanks for watching this episode of Last Cast Adventures. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. If you could just do me a favor and go hit that subscribe button, and if you're really feeling up to it, just hit that like button. Leave any comments if you'd like to. I'm going to be posting as many videos as I can, you know, whenever I get anything cool, try to put it out there. And I just hope you guys enjoy and appreciate the support.